to even consider to point out to the court today. First of all, our law.
All right, Shalom. All praises, glory, honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who will and teach well, and peace and salutations to the elect. This is going to be a short video on concentration camps. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's like a detention center or a prison for people who they claim that have this so-called virus. Anybody who's sick, anybody who doesn't comply with the new draconian rules that they're going to push here in the nearby future, you will be rounded up and thrown in these camps. And all this is prophesied inside the Bible, but I think they're going to rule on this or make a decision on this within the next few weeks or maybe a couple of months, but it will be within this winter. And you're going to start to see draconian measures being implemented in the states. You're going to start to see mandates. We're going to start to see people losing their jobs because they're not going to comply to these mandates. You're going to start seeing a lot of crazy things, and it's going to be worse than 2020. Okay? Because remember, Bill Gates said that this next lockdown, and lockdowns are coming back, he said this next lockdown is going to get their attention this time. All right, so this right here is going to be the one that's going to so-called get our attention. Okay, this is going to be the one that's going to bring you people to your knees. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to play this video. Please listen up. This is all over TikTok, so you can just type in concentration camps on TikTok. I guarantee you it'll pop up.
Law, which we've had for 70 years, says that in order to even consider isolating or quarantining somebody from society, they have to first actually have the communicable disease that we're talking about here. Whereas Rule 2.13, there is no need for the Department of Health to prove that you are infected or exposed to a communicable disease. That is very clear in the language. The second thing that I want to point out on the conflicts is that once a doctor, according to the law, confirms that you actually are sick, and if they are concerned that you can't keep your germs to yourself, in essence, then the doctor would refer the matter to the local health authority. The local health authority, not the commissioner of state. The local health authority would then, if they think that there's a possible problem here with this person, they would start an investigation and gather their evidence. And if at the end of gathering their evidence, they think, yes, we have a problem here, this person is infected and is a public health threat, two-prong test, then they refer it to a magistrate. And a magistrate, a third-party, unbiased judge, gets to look at the evidence. There's a hearing. The person is afforded an attorney if they cannot afford one. And there's due notice that a hearing is coming up. Whereas the regulation says they can knock on your door with no due notice and they can hand you an isolation or a quarantine order. Ex parte, no hearing, no due notice, no right to have an attorney before you get locked up or locked down in your house, no right to contest any sort of evidence against you. There is no evidence against you because there's no hearing provided in Rule 2.13. It says you have the right to an attorney and judicial review after you're locked up, right? It's guilty until proven innocent. It's tremendous.
We understand that.
Okay, sorry, getting a little emotional. Sorry. So just one other thing on the conflict between the rule and the law, Section 2120 of the Public Health Law, is that the law clearly says that if the judge determines that, yes, you are infected and yes, you are a public health threat, you can't or you won't comport yourself in a manner to protect those around you, then they can issue an isolation or a quarantine order and put you into a hospital for care so you can get better. That is not what the rule says. The rule says the Commissioner of Health can pick any place that the Commissioner of Health wants to put you. You have no say. And including the words residential or, quote, residential or temporary housing. So it's a stark contrast to our law, which we've had for 70 years, which sets out.
Okay, so yeah, pretty much if they decide to take you, they can take you anywhere within the country if they wanted to. But I do know that the states are going to be divided up into 10 FEMA regions. Like the Southeast, Midwest, they're going to divide it up. And there's going to be FEMA camps within these regions that they're going to be transporting you to. Just like they do now. I mean, you can get arrested in Tennessee and get shipped down to a prison in Florida, you know, or do time in Tennessee, then, you know, go somewhere else. That's all it's gonna be with these camps, man. There's camps all over the place. All right, so you're not you know bound by, you know, what state you're in. They can transport you anywhere. So yeah, this is coming soon. Let's type in another video, see if it pops up. All these videos are old. So let's click on this one right here. This is 8 hours ago.
Now, if you have been paying attention to New York's governor has this bright idea for concentration camps for citizens classified as a health threat moving forward. Now, she's trying to push the Assembly Bill 416. Go look it up. I don't got time to explain, break that down. But in this regulation, it states that basically anyone can come to your door and hand you an isolation quarantine order and tell you that they can remove your kids. Whoever can be removed out of your home with no notice, no representation from lawyers or anything, just off of suspicion of you infecting everybody else. I'm gonna tell y'all why this is very dumb. It's very dumb because they're telling you right now what is coming. The devil is dumb. This right here is showing us and giving us insight. This ain't even nothing spiritual insight, but this is a natural insight that you can see what is to come. There's going to be major diseases, major plagues that are going to hit the country. So that's why they're...
Yeah, and another thing is to note, if you don't know, the people who took that jab or that arm ticket, the first one, there was 3 of them. The first jab, the second jab, the third jab. Now they got, you know, these boosters and stuff like that. The people who took those, that pretty much put some sort of technology within your body that can pick up on signals. So whatever was in that jab, it has like some sort of, I don't know, technology in it. And what they're going to do is they're going to use these towers, these 5G towers, these cell phone towers, your cell phones, and they're going to send signals through these towers, through your phone, maybe even through your TV. And when they turn these signals on, these people's bodies are going to react to them a certain way, which is going to cause them to get sick. Okay. So when you start seeing these people drop dead and all these other things, that's because, for one, they took that juice, and secondly, somebody turned on some sort of frequency nearby your home or where you stay at or in your area, and they're turn on these frequencies to make these people sick, and they're gonna start dropping dead. You see these these scenes on movies all the time. These little outbreak movies, where hospitals fill up and people are coughing and sick, and it's kind of like a shit hit the fan scenario. You know, everybody's kind of going mad and panicking. That's what's gonna happen, man. And it all started with that jab in 2020. So this thing is real, and for those of you who think your government cares about you and they're concerned about your well-being, they're not. Okay, they're trying to get rid of you. All right, America is not what you think it is or what it was anymore. All right, this place is gonna turn into a police state. There'll be martial law in the streets. It's gonna be a crime like you never seen before. It's gonna be worse than a third world country. Okay. So again, you know, this is in the Bible. You know, it's the great tribulation. You know, it's upon us. I mean, you can't expect, you know, a country that promotes LGBTQ, promotes bestiality, promotes eating abominable foods, promotes women being over men. Uh, you know, all these abominations. This place, the Lord always judged places like this, man. He judged Sodom and Gomorrah. He judged ancient Babylon and all these other wicked empires. So what makes America any different, man? America's the worst empire, all right, that ever existed. So yeah, the Lord is getting ready to judge this place. So be prepared for these people to pull the plug on this place, and they're gonna watch us eat yourselves. All right, for those of you who don't have the Lord on your side, they're gonna watch you eat yourselves. They're gonna watch you kill your children. All right, they're gonna watch you do all these horrendous things. All right, and you people deserve it, man, because you people are pork eaters. You people are sodomites. You women are feminists. All right, you hate the Most High. You hate the Son. You hate the Bible. All right, so hey, judgment's coming. Let's keep going.
Trying to push this Assembly Bill 416. What's crazy is if you are a believer and you're really close to God and you talk to him, have a good relationship, he has clearly been preparing you up until this point within the last 2, maybe 5 years about health and wellness and getting your body back on track. Even with the foods, that's why God was dealing with so many Christians about coming off meat and just cleaning up your physical body because of the illnesses that are coming. God wants to prepare us to fight off these diseases and things that are going to take place in the future. Now that's spiritual insight. The Lord was dealing with me about meat sometime prior, and I did a video about that, and it went viral because taking B12 shots and
Okay, so she's telling the truth about that. Elder Tahar has been going into health and stuff like that. So, yeah, man. So it's a good time to, you know, try to eat better. Speaking of myself as well, or buy some herbs, buy your own medicine. Oregano is a game changer. You know, you get essential oils, you get oregano. Oregano is super strong, man. You get some of that, put it on your tongue, and you good to go. All right. But anyway, I just wanted to get this scripture right here, just to prove that FEMA camps are inside the Bible. Concentration camps. Revelation chapter 2 verses 10, it says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison." So these prison that is talked about in the scripture, all right, is the prison that's going to be implemented during the Great Tribulation. And this is going to be the FEMA camps. All right. They're going to get some people. They're going to get some believers. Okay. A lot of believers are going into a FEMA camp. They're going to catch some of us. All right. Some of us might not be in a FEMA camp. All right. However the Lord has your story play out, it's all for the glorification of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay. But it says fear none of those things. So we're not supposed to be fearful of these things, man. All right. We know these things are coming. We know that we have to contend for the faith. We have to fight all the way to the end for our crown. Okay. And who's the devil? The devil's a so-called white man. Okay. The devil's not some sort of red being underneath the earth with a pitchfork with a tail. Okay. The devil is these police officers walking around here. All right. These white boys who prey upon people of color, throwing us into prison. That's going to be amplified during the Great Tribulation. Their true colors and their true horns are going to actually show. And we're actually going to be for a prey, man. They're going to come after us even more. All right. And these other nations, the United Nations and all these crazy people, all right, they take orders from the so-called white man. Okay. So they're going to come after us. So it says that ye may be tried. Tried means tested. So we're going to go into these camps to be tested. All right, we have to prove ourselves. We have to prove our faith. We have to prove that we love the Lord. Okay. And ye shall have tribulation, hard times. So when we're in these camps, it ain't gonna be easy, man. All right, we might go, a couple days without eating. We might get beat up. Nothing that we can't handle. But the Lord is gonna shake us up a little bit. We're not gonna go through what Yahushua went through. Yahushua is Jesus, what the world calls Jesus Christ. His real name is Yahushua. All right, we're not gonna go through what he went through. All right, that's what he went through was the worst thing that ever happened to a man. Okay. He's not going to put that burden upon us, but he's going to shake us up. Okay. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. 10 days just means a complete number of days. So when we're in these FEMA camps, we don't know how long we're going to be in there. We might be in there for 2 weeks, and the Lord might have it to where we get out, So who knows how long we're going to be in there. It says, but be faithful unto death. Sorry about that. Be faithful unto death, man. Okay. So, hey, we might get our head chopped off, But if you're faithful unto death, you're gonna receive a reward, man. All right. And I will give thee a crown of life. Okay, so if you're faithful, the Lord's gonna give you a crown of life, man. All right. And that's what it's all about. Okay. So yeah, man. All right. In these FEMA camps, you're gonna be tested. There's also, the book of Revelation 20. It tells you, Revelation chapter 20, verses 4. It says, and I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of our power. Alright, so, hey, the government has already ordered 30,000 guillotines, or even more. Okay? What are these guillotines for? These guillotines are to fulfill prophecy. Okay, you can look them up. I think Obama was the one that ordered them. But there's guillotines in the United States ready to be used inside these camps. Okay. So if you don't bow down, if you don't submit yourself to the New World Order, if you don't take their jabs, if you don't take the mark of the you know what, okay, then they're gonna chop your head off. All right, more than likely, okay, which is a quick death. You're gonna be scared. I'm gonna be nervous. You know, there's nothing wrong with being nervous. Howard Shah, he was nervous. There's nothing wrong with it. But you're just gonna have to put your faith in the Lord and just go for it, man. Because there's no such thing as death. All right, our flesh dies, but our spirit lives forever. So our spirit's gonna go back home and be with the Heavenly Father. So you shouldn't really fear death, okay? But we have something called fight or flight. So that is gonna kick in. But we also have something called faith, okay? And that's gonna overpower our fear, okay? So it says, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai and for the word of our power, and which had not worshipped the beast. So that's going to be the consequence for your action, a beheading. But what did Revelations 2:10 say? It said, be faithful unto death, and I will give you a crown of life. Okay? So there's a reward that comes with this, man. We're not dying for the Lord for no reason. We're going to come back and we're going to be immortals. We're going to rule the earth. All right, we're going to have our heart's desire. All right, the people that you did lose, you can get them back. Okay, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And all this Apple Pay and contactless payment, they're gonna put all that inside your hands, man. It's gonna be a microchip, man. Okay. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. Okay. So it's coming, man. It's right around the corner. They're already talking about these camps where you're gonna be beheaded. They're talking about implementing them during this time, starting in New York. Okay, so this is how close we are. We already know that cashless payments are already upon us. So hey, man, salvation is right around the corner. Hard times is right around the corner, but salvation is the reward for enduring these hard times. Okay, and it's not gonna last a long time. Right? This tribulation is temporary. Okay, it's only for a short season. Okay, the Lord said He's gonna shorten the time. Okay, for the elect's sake. So with that, all praise, glory unto Yahweh Shemashah. I was edifying, so warmth in this video.